tried to ram me with his Gundam, so I channeled the remaining energy into the laser, and I blasted his ass into oblivion. Then I used what little power I had left to thrust Zammy Boy towards Castle's location in space. And that's where I've been for like a year.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Nade, I understood some of those words, but I have no idea what you meant overall.
It sounds like you're making this up. Are you making this up?
Oh, of course he's making this up.
I'm not making this up!
Is this a bit to try and get more subs? Because I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure since Peach has more than you, that means she's the host now.
Oh, Peach is the host now, so what, is it Peach Reviews?
What? No, I'm the host!
Oh yeah, dude, I totally watched that.
Wait, I've got an even better name. The Teachers of Peaches.
That's a terrible name. It's way too cliche. Wait, why am I even entertaining this idea?
Nade, you should have totally given her a body.
Why?
Because female hosts are way more enticing to the YouTube sphere.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but then you gotta worry about animation.
Ah, yeah.
I can't believe this is happening right now. Oh, hey guys, I gotta go. I'm almost home.
Yeah, no worries. You probably got a lot on your plate with that co-hosting gig.
See you around, Francisco.
What the? There's not normally this many meteorites in the area. Wait, that's not a... Oh my god, that's the penguin cannon debris. Metar, engage the emergency thrusters. What do you mean there's no energy left? Oh, right, I used it all on the laser. Shit!
Meanwhile...
So, yeah, he's on his way home now. But what do you think?
Well, I think that if you've got more subscribers, that would make you the main host.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It only makes logical sense. Also, how did you get this number?
Caliburn, who are you talking to?
My new friend. Her name is Peach. She hosts a show too.
How are you using a phone? You don't have any hands.
Well, How did I use the phone?
Oops. Hey, I gotta cut this short. Nade's almost back.
Well, do call again. I rarely get the chance to use the phone. This was nice.
Absolutely! Have a mint day, my new china plate.
Did you just call me a plate? I'm a saw...
Nade! It looks like you're almost here. Did you need me to open the hangar door, or... It's fine. It's fine. He's lucky I finished my secret project.
Well then, this is new. Hey, Peach!
Yes?
How long have you been working on this new body?
Well, since you got captured by Krieg. I figured that if I could finish it in time, we could just transfer your consciousness into it. Could have been easier than that rescue mission.
Well, it's pretty snazzy.
Oh yeah, writer's own design. Super snazzy.
I'll have to thank him for that. You gave yourself an upgrade too, huh?
Uh-huh. I figured a more professional appearance would suit the show better.
Oh, and the office, great.
For comedic purposes.
Also, what did you say you did with the penguin cannon?
I had the Metars take it apart and leave it in a pile outside the castle.
You do realize we're in space, right? Stuff doesn't just stay in a pile. I crashed into it on the way here.
Oh, well, would you look at that? The penguin cannon was a viable defense.
Whatever. 6,700 emails? Good lord!
You've been gone for months. What did you expect?
That's weird. 6,600 of them are from one address.
What's the email address?
IM2HOT4U@fakemail.com.
That doesn't sound like a real...
Peach, lock down the base.
What?
Just do it, Peach!
Heatman! Nade, what the fuck is that?
Heatman, go home!
Is this one of those 8-unit guys?
No, he's from the second unit. They're all considered failures except for one, and he's not the right one. Now, Peach, get the fucking meat bag.
Found it! Why was it next to your bed?
It was just in case. Now send it in.
What the fuck just happened?
You know what game has the exact same mechanic? Tomba. We're reviewing Tomba. Where does one start when talking about Tomba? Created by the game studio Whoopee Camp in 1997 by Tokuro Fujiwara of ex-Capcom fame, Tomba is a weird amalgamation of a game. Action platforming, RPG elements, jumping and throwing enemies, an open map like a Metroidvania. It tries to do so many things at once, and for the most part, it does succeed in its attempts. Unfortunately, as good as the game is, the sales figures for it and the sequel seem to tell a different story. Whoopee Camp was shut down in 1999 after only producing these 2 games. A shame, because Tomba 1 and 2 are both fantastic games. Although, the Wikipedia page says that Whoopee Camp is no longer shut down, so Tomba 3 Land of the Evil Pigs, baby! You play as the titular protagonist, Tomba, or Tombi if you drink tea. He's a pink-haired jungle boy on a quest of vengeance against the evil pigs. They stole your grandpa's bracelet, so you give chase in an attempt to get it back. This is not a fever dream, this is actually happening. Upon landing in the village, you meet the first NPC of the game, and he thinks your pink hair is weird, which is ludicrous because pink hair is totally fine.
I like it. Good taste.
Of course you do. You're pink too.
Fuck off, Nade.
Let me run you through the first 10 minutes of the game. You jump on a pig, you throw said pig, you find a frog, there's a grumpy monkey, you find a tornado inside of a mailbox, there's bubbles for some reason, this plant farts, you use a tornado to blow away the fog. What the fuck?! Remember that hungry monkey? Don't forget it, I'm gonna do a thing. So you've got this frog and don't know what to do with it, he's just kind of vibing on your back. He's down for the ride, man, he's gotta go home. You stumble across this lake and a nice turtle takes you for a ride. But this guy's all, can you swim? And you're all, yeah, I could swim, for real. Yeah, bruh. Help me! Not help me! Here is an early establishment of the limitations of your abilities. You've pretty much done everything in your moveset up to this point, but before you can cross water that can hurt you, the game teaches you about the event system and that you can't swim. Also bananas. Wait a second. So you take the bananas to Charles the monkey, by the way, his name is Charles, and he teaches you the animal dash, and within the first 15 minutes of the game you've already expanded your moveset. This game has taught you so much already through basic gameplay. You've learned your moveset, you've learned its limitations, you've naturally learned how to attack enemies, you've seen how the quest system works. It's all done in a very non-invasive way and it flows really nicely. And this is one of my favorite points in the design of Tomba. Every single one of your objectives in the game is clearly laid out for you in the form of these events. And these events all add to your overall score. So aside from advancing in the game, you have a bit of incentive to do the events if you're a score chaser. As you made your way through the village, you've no doubt been obtaining these chicks from these eggs, and that's good because they'll come in handy in a bit. Like the guy in the beginning said, you've got to make your way to the 100-year-old man. When you get to him, he says he feels bad that the coca birds have taken all the chicks hostage.
Was he holding them in his stomach?
Yep.
Nade, I think I hate this game.
Why? He was keeping them safe.
It's so gross!
Nah, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. It's fine. One of the things I love about Tomba is the art style. Obviously, it's a 32-bit game, so detailed sprites were a relatively new art form. Sure, yeah, there were plenty of 16-bit games on the SNES that looked beautiful, but this was 32 bits. Twice as many bits. And everyone knows more bits is better. But the way that they were able to take these characters and make them so expressive and full of life is only possible by the art style chosen. A simple art style translates very well into pixelation, and the creators knew that. Obviously, the 3D backgrounds are a different story, but aside from being able to move from the foreground to the background, I think it was a smart choice. It's an easy way to make sure the player is able to clearly see the difference between the character and the level itself. That might not seem like such a big deal, but play any other non-memorable mascot platformer of the 90s with your eyes squinted. It's hard to see where you're at, isn't it? This style eliminates that possibility. Something that stuck out to me was something that Gerard Dragon Rider Khalil once said in his review of the first Tomba game. He said the art looked weird. Now, I'm sure he's referring to the fact that Tomba's sprite has no discernible mouth, but when you played a game like this back in the day on a big old CRT TV, it wouldn't have made much of an issue, especially if you were a small bab. That being said, it's a common trope in anime, especially older anime, for the mouth to be drawn really small, then get extremely huge when talking. And that's something that happens in Tomba. When he's standing there, no mouth. When he laughs, big ol' mouth.
Real tiny when it's closed. Ridiculously huge when it's open.
That was a Homestar Runner reference, and a reminder everyone should watch Homestar Runner.
Nade, are we anime?
Nah, we're drawn by a white guy.
But we do the same thing. Your mouth is super small when closed, then big when it's opened, including mine.
It's a stylistic choice. Anime is a style.
So then it doesn't matter if it's drawn by a non-Japanese person.
Is Avatar The Last Airbender in anime?
Totally.
Then there's your answer.
I think that goes against your point.
What was my point?
You know, sometimes I have no idea. Once you start talking, my ears just kind of go,
One of the things I like about Tomba is the event system. I showed it off earlier, but essentially, everything you do in the game is triggered as an event. Like a quest in an RPG. That hungry monkey? It was an event. Getting the Froggo home? An event. Realizing I don't know how to swim? An event. Seeing that monkey again later on in the jungle? Event. Giving him a fruit smoothie? Event. Him teaching me how to swim? An event. It all comes full circle. And you can keep track of all the events in this handy-dandy journal, the primary event of the game being Find Grandpa's Bracelet, as if this book is actually written by Tomba. The entire premise of the game is listed as an event. There's something really involving about that, a sort of sense that I'm actually part of the game. It's essentially a glorified checklist, yeah, but there's something so satisfying about clearing as much of the book as you possibly can. And if you beat the game without clearing all the events, the game hints you on what you did wrong.
You okay?
Boss battles suck! No, I'm serious. I'm not trying to garner attention or anything. The boss battles are legitimately terrible. And I don't mean terrible in the sense that they're unfair or too hard. It's actually the opposite. They're too easy. Watch, let me show you the entirety of a boss fight. That's it! That's fucking it! You just put the pig in the bag once and you win! You have weapons at your disposal, but you don't even need them for the fight. And I get the central mechanic of the game is to jump on an enemy, pick him up, and throw him, and that's fine, that's a fun mechanic. But the boss fight should have taken more advantage of that. Why not have it so there's a reason to jump and throw the enemy into something? Like, say it's a pig that uses fire, and there's water in the level. So unless you bonk him into the water first, you can't jump on him. And maybe once you throw him into the bag, you have to jump onto the bag and hold it closed for a few seconds, otherwise he can get out. Make the fight more involved, more risk and reward, but this is fucking dumb. Another gripe that I have with the game is there's not many secrets. Yeah, there's the hidden village where Yan lives, but that's just another event to do. The only real reason for going and exploring the game is clearing events, and other times, other weapons. They give you a key item for an event, or maybe something to travel or heal with. Come to think of it, clearing an event and getting another item for another event sounds like a Telltale game. Huh. And it's done well here. How weird. But other than that, Tomba's a fine game. Not one of the best games ever made by any margin, but god damn it, it tried to do things differently. A helping of platformer, a dash of RPG, a pinch of point-and-click mechanics, a sprinkling of Metroidvania, and we were graced with this charming experience of a game. My qualms with the game are small, and other than what I mentioned in the short length, seriously, without doing all of the quests, I beat the game in like 4 hours. It's a fantastic addition to any person's collection. Oh, get it on the PS Store for the PS3.
By the way, Nade, I was checking the records, and wasn't your copy of Tomba 1 broken?
It got better.
What?
I forgot he was a character.
Is that just a hand?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and never mention him again.
Fair enough. Now, since you're back, we've got some stuff to go over. First, the Metars and I were discussing the possibility of you giving them a pay raise, and, God, he's gone already.
Hey Ryder, I wanted to swing by and say thanks for the new body design. It's super spiffy, and I'm really happy with the... Ryder? Ryder, where are you? Are you here? Oh, you must have gone out for groceries.
Look, I was gonna mention it, but he just walked off.
Mention what?
Oh, there you are. I was gonna mention to you that the Metars want to get paid more.
Paid? No one gets paid until I get paid. And with my current subscriber account, that's a long ways away.
So I'm basically doing this as an internship. This sucks.
Oh, come on, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's alright.
Cheer up. You want to close out the video?
You mean?
Peach, play me out!
I've been waiting so long for this.
And that's all the time we have for this episode, ladies, gents, and everyone in between. Join us next time when Nade and Peach get into more stupid adventures. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends on social media, everywhere. And don't forget, video games are the best video games. Later!